Welcome everybody to a new 30-minute lower full body workout. I appreciate y'all being here today. Today's gonna be a great workout. I can't see anybody for these workouts, so relax, feel good, and make sure you're putting yourself in a comfortable enough environment so that you want to continue to come back to these workouts. No equipment needed, don't need a gym, fully effective. Put yourself in one of the training categories. You're either going to be trainer pace, fast than trainer pace, or slower than trainer pace. And these are just the difficulty levels. So trainer pace means you're keeping up with me. Fast than trainer pace means you're going harder. Maybe longer sets. Maybe there's an exercise that's hitting extra for your goals. Maybe even pause the workout and do a fourth set. That's okay to do. Then we've got slower than trainer pace, which means you can't quite keep up with me, but you're trying, you're pushing, you're learning how to get a workout with no equipment. Lots of reasons to be doing this, even if you can't quite keep up with me. All right, so let's get started. So the first exercise we're going to do is we're going to actually do a standing hip circle. So let's go just do this. So you're on one leg. You can even hold on to something if you want to. And we're doing big circles. Let's go the opposite direction. Opposite direction. All right, let's switch sides. So totally different leg now. Other direction. And stop. Good job. So now we're going to do a pendulum. And what that is we're going to get into this position, kind of slightly bent over, but we're going to go all the way to the right and then all the way to the left, like a pendulum. And we're trying to really get into it. So let's go for 40 seconds in a row here, back and forth, really trying to twist into it. So another 20 seconds. 10 seconds. If you have a weight, you could even hold the weight in your hand and really get into it with a weight. And stop. Good job. We're just going to do a 20-second rest because this is not super high intense. And we got a lot of things I want to cover today. So in 10 seconds, we're going to go again. We're going to go those standing hip circles. We're going to go 10 seconds one direction, 10 in the other. Ready and begin. And again, you can, if this feels good, you can do this longer. You don't have to stop exactly when I tell you. Let's go in the other direction because it actually does feel good. I could definitely do more of these hip circles, but I'm instructing. But you can customize it. Switch. A trick to this one is being really strong on the standing leg. So one way of doing this without holding on to something, switch, is being really strong in the standing leg, which is also hip. So just simply being good at this standing on one leg. Good job. With no support, show some good hip strength. Now we're going to go dynamic pendulums in 3, 2, and 1. Begin. You can even actually, let's keep our hands together. Let's keep our hands together. That's going to allow us, it's going to make it like tighter in a good way. When our hands are apart, it's a little bit easier. So let's have our hands touching as we go all the way through. Uh, 20 seconds. So 10 seconds. Your hands together definitely makes this way better, way harder in a good way. And stop. No one is forcing you to do anything, but the hands together is harder. If you like the way it was before, you can do that. If you want more of the challenge, hands together. All right, differentiating what you want to do is important, especially when we're doing the home body weight workouts with no equipment. All right, last round here. Ready and begin. So I'm really strong in the standing leg, right? So strong in the standing leg, switch directions, full range of motion in the circles. All right, let's switch sides. Other direction. And stop. Good job. Okay. So now we're going to do a stationary lunge with an overhead oblique stretch. So what does that mean? So we're going to be stationary here. And what we're going to do is we're going to lunge, right? So we're going to lunge forward, but then hands overhead, bend over to the side that we're on, come back up, come back. And then we're going to alternate each side, right? So we're going to alternate each, and we're bending towards the side our stable leg in front is there, okay? Ready. And begin. So, then we're going to alternate. 20 seconds. 10 seconds. And stop. Whew. Good job. Not easy. Not easy. We're taking the full 30-second rest here. And in 20 seconds, we're going to go again. All right. In 10 seconds, round 2. Ready, and begin. 20 seconds.  Almost there. And stop. Good job. Each rep, I would put my arm down. So your arm does not have to be up in the air the entire time. You could, and maybe some of you it makes sense. So if you're someone who never has their arms in their air ever, maybe it's a good idea you do, right? Because that overhead work's important. All right, ready. And begin. Last set. 20 seconds. 10 seconds. And stop. So good. Good, so good. So we are going to do step ups off of the ground, right? We're going to step up off of the ground. We're going to do 20 seconds each side. So what does that mean? We're picking a primary leg to be what helps us stand up and down. So I'm going to choose my left here, right? So I'm going to sit down, step back up, right? So I'm back down, come back up. So I'm choosing one leg, and when we switch, we're going to do the other. working on your coordination, or how good are you on both sides. Leg workout here. Ready, and begin. 10 seconds. Switch, begin. 10 seconds. And stop. Good job. Good job. Whew. Some good stuff here, folks. That's some good stuff. 20 seconds. Going again. 10 seconds. Ready, and begin. 10 seconds. Switch. 10 seconds. And stop. Whew. Good job. After doing those lunges the set before, this is tough, right? Back to back, like knee dominant stuff. It's tough, but it's good because we're trying to get that workout at home with no equipment, right? So a little tough is perfect. A little tough is perfect. All right, last set here. Ready, and begin. 10 seconds. Switch. 10 seconds. Good job. All right, now we're down. We're going to be down on the ground. We're going to do donkey kicks. We're going to do glute kickbacks on the floor. So what we're going to do is we're going to let's get on our all fours. So we're going to be in this quadruped position. Knees are in and go all the way up. So you're trying to kick towards the ceiling. You're trying to go full hip extension. So you're trying to lock out that kick. So for example, on this kick, I can't go any higher. I'm very locked out at the hip. So we're going to bring the knee all the way in and then go all the way up to the top. Ready, and begin. For 20 seconds each side. If you want to go longer, you absolutely can. 10 seconds. Switch. Ugh. 10 seconds. And stop. When we do this kick, remember the kick, you're trying to kick as absolutely high as you can from the hip joint. Right? So you got to really extend it through the hip joint as far as you absolutely can. If you don't do that, it's not going to be as effective. All right, let's go again. Ready? And begin. 10 seconds. each lockout phase, I'm feeling this 100%. Switch. Ten seconds. And stop. Oh man, dude, I am exhausted. Yeah, I'm tired. Oh shit. I take the full 30 seconds on that. I'm tired. Oh shit. 10 seconds, we're gonna go again. Ready? And begin. Switch. Ten seconds. I'm really feeling the stable leg too, and stop. Ooh, I was really tired also in that standing leg. So, all right, now we're gonna do crab tricep dips. So, okay, so understanding that this position is healthy for our shoulders. So just having our arms back, very productive. Again, you don't need any equipment for that. You can literally just practice having your arms like this at home. So now we're going to get to a crab position, which is we're putting pressure through our hands, and we're going to lift up. Right? So now we've got weight through our shoulder blades here in our hands and our arms. We're going to dip down, little pulse, and then back up. We're just going to do these pulses. Let's begin. And you're really focusing on your shoulder blades. I want you to focus on your shoulders in the back of your body more than your arms and your elbows. Sure, your triceps are getting tired. Mine are absolutely getting tired. Whew! And this is good for our triceps, but we're really doing this for our shoulder health. It's a great move you can do at home, but also a great move to do at home for triceps because my triceps are on fire right now. And stop. Holy moly. So that's good for triceps, but this type of move I would do at the gym with my clients too, even when we have all the equipment. Why? Because I'm doing this for shoulders, where we wouldn't really do this for triceps at the gym because I have such great equipment at the gym for triceps. But for shoulders, I mean, this is a really, really effective exercise for shoulders. So we would do this at the gym or right now. Ready and begin. So I want you to practice this and focus on your shoulders. Your triceps and your elbow are definitely getting a burn, but it's better for your shoulders. And if you're someone who doesn't have a gym, this is also good for your arms. Woo! 20 seconds. Ten seconds. And stop. Holy shit. Oh. All right, 20 seconds. We're going to go again. I'm taking the full rest for this. Shit. Ten seconds. Going to go again. Last set of this. Ready and begin. – 20 seconds. 10 seconds. Hold on a minute. And stop. Woo. So we're going to stand up. And now we're going to do arm circles. So the beautiful thing about these arm circles is that this is also healthy for your shoulders. And this is great to do at home, right? So I'm gonna break this down a little bit. We're going to do arm circles, but we're going to start from this direction to this direction. So let's begin. So as we go in this direction of arm circles, right, we're getting an overhead stretch. So first focus on loading the stretch at the top, right? And then grind through it. So keep doing that, right? Really with intention. You're not just doing the arm circle. I want you really with intention getting into that overhead stretch and really stretch through it. And now we're going to go in the opposite direction. So now we're going to go from bottom to back, right? So you see here, now we're doing something similar to what we just did on the ground, right? We're getting our arms in this back position, right? Stretching it through here and then grinding it through. So while both of them were arm circles, the direction in which you go, very different. Very different. So the first set was overhead circle and stop. This one is shoulders, arms down, shoulder circles. They're different. You want to practice both. Both of them are really healthy for your shoulders. Stretching in this direction and stretching in this direction. Both very, very healthy habits for you to work on. Going to go again in 3, 2, 1. So starting overhead, grinding through. 20 seconds. 10 seconds, I mean. All right, let's go the other direction now. Ten seconds. And stop. Oh, man. When you do those with intention, you absolutely really feel that. Like the fatigue. Like I was feeling that. Like my shoulders are exhausted. Taking the full 30-second rest. And in 15 seconds, we're going to go again. 10 seconds here. Ready. And begin. So starting whichever direction you want, but I just want you to have intention as to what it is that we're trying to do. 10 seconds. To get the best home workout possible, the attention to detail is key. All right, other direction. Ten seconds. And stop. All right, guys. Now we're going to do a jump squat. All right, man. We're almost done, but we're not cutting corners here. We're doing a fucking jump squat. All right. So get into a squat, and we're going to jump up. So we're trying to go down and go up. I don't need to demonstrate this. All right, ready. And begin. Just getting right into it. Oh. 30 seconds. Ooh, 20 seconds. Dying over here. 15 seconds. 10 seconds. And stop. Those were some of the shittiest jump squats I could have done. Man, that was the I'm dragging ass jump squats. Shit. 10 seconds. All right, ready, and begin. Oh, man. 20 seconds. Right hit this day. 10 seconds. And stop, man. Right hip joint feels a little off today. It's okay. That happens. Right, that happens. All right, 20 seconds. Last set of the day. 10 seconds. Ready. And begin. Woo, tough finish today. Tough finish today. 20 seconds. 15 seconds. Dragging here, guys. We're dragging. I'm trying. And stop. Give yourselves a round of applause. We did it. Tough workout, but we got through it. And until next time, folks, have a great rest of your day.